Good afternoon. This is Rachel with Infused Meadows. So let's bring everything together, shall we? I have myself a Pyrex with a lid. I've got some bananas. I have the pudding, the Cool Whip or the whipped cream. I do that all the time. And then my cookies that I've just put in a Ziploc bag until I was ready to use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that whipped cream, about half, that I made earlier. I'm adding that to my pudding. Now, you're going to fold this in. You could use more. I personally do not like to. I like the flavor of the pudding. So if you want more of a banana flavor to this, feel free to grab yourself some of those little flavoring container, you know what I'm talking about, the little flavors, and then add yourself about 2 to 3 drops. You don't need a lot of your banana flavoring to this. So the Cool Whip will look a little lumpy. It's fine. It'll incorporate. Like I said, if you want more Cool Whip in this, you do that. But sometimes I don't even bother adding it because I just don't like to. Alright. So I got that nice and mixed in. I did not cook the pudding until it was, stand the spatula up thick. Now you could if that's what you want. I did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this and grab a spoon. Okay, I'm going to go in with this one. And I'm going to move this here so that hopefully you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this across the bottom. And what else did I forget? My knife. I'll grab that in just a second. Like I said, you can still see some of the lumps from the whipped cream. That's okay. Does not matter. Does not have to be completely smooth. Alright. Let me grab a knife. 1 second. Okay. So, what you want to do is peel your bananas one at a time because you have no clue how much you'll need. These do not have to be, extremely ripe. It's just... my husband bought these last week, and so it is what it is. Now, if you're worried about these turning, brown, as bananas do, then feel free to brush them with some lemon juice. I'm not doing that. So all you want to do is cut them into slices. I do them about like that. And then you're just dropping them on the top of your pudding. Okay? Does not matter if they overlap, because at this point, it's all about getting them in there. And if you like a lot of banana, add more. This is something that I've known my whole life. I don't know of any home, any southern home, that doesn't make banana pudding. I think we all do. So, if that helps at all. Alright. Okay, so that's done. Let me grab a paper towel. Now, what we're going to do now is those cookies that we made earlier. You want to go through and lay those on top of your bananas. I personally would not overlap these. If you have to, just for a side, that's fine. But, just to stack them, I wouldn't. You'll end up with a really strong crunch. So if you have to, break some in half. And then that way you get a full layer of your cookies. Okay? And then we'll use that in a minute. Now, we're just going to repeat. So, you're going to go in with more of your pudding. like I said, those lumps, they're fine because that's the whipped cream. Why do I keep wanting to call that Cool Whip? I don't know. I don't think you need to see me layer it. You've already seen. I'm going to go in with more banana and the cookies, and we'll be back. Okay, so I got 3 layers, and then on the top you can see that I've gone through with a bunch of bananas, and then what I like to do at the end is with a little bit of pudding mix that I've got left. One second, I should have thought this through. Is I'm just going to drizzle this across the top. It will not be real thin, and there may be some gaps, but that's okay. And you just smooth that over. Now, take some of your cookies and just crumble these up. Across the top. So I did end up using 4 of those bananas. Now they are what you'd call a medium small, not large. So if that helps for if you want to make this, you know, it'll depend on your size, the size of bananas that you're using, and the size of glass container. Well, put it in plastic if you want. It's yours. You do what you want with it. Okay, 1 second. And there you go. Now, if you want, you can take some of that leftover whipped cream and you can just kind of make some dollops. Like so. I don't want to go in too much because I've got that lid to put on, but just make your little dollops. And then whatever's left, you can either freeze it, you know, with your whipped cream, or you can put it in your refrigerator, put a like plastic wrap, or put it in a container that is airtight, and you can just eat on it for a few days. It is completely up to you. And although I say this in every video, be sure whatever you're doing, you got clean hands, okay? All right. There you go. Banana pudding. This is a Southern favorite. I don't know any Southern home, like I said, that doesn't make this. And I've shown you every single thing that I made this morning. So I hope that this is something, you know, if you're interested in it, that you go give it a watch and make it. I absolutely hope that you love it, and if not, like it. And if not, then hey, I hope you find the recipe that's right for you out there somewhere. And as always, you have yourself a wonderful day.